who works at intersection of data, leadership, and psychological safety, building teams that scale impact, not just code. What I truly admire about her is how she makes leadership human and inclusive. And here's a fun twist: she's an avid birder. Observing patterns in the nature often inspires her approach to team dynamics. Drop a birdie in the chat if you think that's as cool as I do. Chetna, virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Meenakshi, for such a warm introduction. And I hope I can, do justice to the energy which Sneha just put across the entire group. It was really very energetic, powerful masterclass what we had. So I'm here very happy to share my experience today on the call. So to start with, I was an average student in my school. I didn't start anything at the age of 16 or 18 like Sneha did, but I had, done a lot of trial and error while I was learning, and I took time to reflect and act on them. So that's how my career slowly took shape. So if there's one thing which I have come to believe today is that growth comes through multiple reflection and iterations, and not through exactly the perfection what we always call about. I'm Chetna Joshi, part of cohort 4 of the LinkedIn challenge what we just finished in December. I'm very happy to be sharing my experience here. So this was the first time I indulged myself into a challenge, something like this, which I've never heard about. And when I started, I had really no clue about what you need to have a brand for yourself. Right? And Neeraja asked me a couple of questions, very heavy ones, like what do you want to be known outside being an engineering manager, which I never thought about, and why is that you want to be visible for? So it just took me a couple of days to actually process these questions and come up with a genuine answer which related to me alone, so called the brand which I have to define for myself. It's like an SDLC process where you have to spend time on the planning, design, and then go to the implementation. So I really took those 2 days of time to come with an answer. So I had these inhibitions like, what should I write? Who will read it? Will it be acknowledged by the people with the right spirit of mind? And is my experience enough to support my opinions on these kind of posts? So, but after I spent couple of days in the challenge, Neeraja just helped us through a couple of tips, cheat sheet to how you want to go about it. Things started getting better, and my perspective about writing or posting changed a lot, right? And now my mindset is like, as long as you're being authentic, as Neha mentioned, your thoughts, your opinions are authentic with whatever limited experience you have. Numbers really don't matter anymore, and your confidence will eventually get better. So if you ask me today as to why I want to be visible in LinkedIn, my answer would be like, I want to build clarity around my decisions, which I take day in, day out in my professional or my personal roles, and around the people whom I care about, right? I want to reaffirm my decisions around that. And who do I expect to be visible for? Then I would say that, I would want to connect with all the leaders across there. Here today, we have pretty much leaders from across all the domains, be it teaching, engineering, banking, sports, whatever be it. So I want to be connected with them. And to those who are right now in an individual contributor role, right, who wants to get into a leadership role. So probably I assume that my engagement with them and their candid feedback will obviously bring a lot of benefit to my growth and as well as their growth. So my two takeaways as part of this challenge and the summit would be that don't be all over the place, right? You might have 100 ideas, 100 doors which you would want to open, but keep it very limited. Just keep two of the windows open which you think are authentic and which you feel you have data to support. And the second key takeaway is that prioritize the habit of engagement, the theme of your post which you want to post, and enough time to articulate them. So I think these are the key takeaways. And finally, so far the journey for me has been really great. It's consistent. I have a long way to go, but I will surely pursue it further in the new year as well. Last but not the least, thanks to you, Neeraja, for starting such a unique challenge across, and giving that model support. So yeah, that's all about me. And thanks to all the other participants of the cohort who've been very supportive throughout. Yeah, that's it. Meenakshi, over to you.